Rao. I'm CEO and founder of nuVizz, an Atlanta, Georgia-based software as a service platform company. We help shippers, carriers, freight forwarders manage their delivery ecosystem. We provide delivery orchestration, which includes planning, optimization, chain of custody, proof of delivery, everything that happens in the delivery. And for the shippers, provide network-based visibility for everything that's going on in their ecosystem, right? So today, that's my pitch, and I have with me Brent Wilhelm, Vice President of Transportation from AmerisourceBergen, one of our largest customers, and he will be speaking about their experience of implementing our solution and help improve their customer experience.
To share our journey of where we went from really little visibility in our supply chain network from the end mile perspective from our distribution network to full real-time visibility through the nuVizz app. So I'm going to cover today our customers' expectations on delivery. Certainly those have changed with everyone's experience with e-com and what type of information they're looking for, visibility they want, and ease of doing business with us and our competitors. How we've evolved over time to implement a solution that is intuitive and provides visibility and allows the point of care to focus on patients, and what that's done to optimize our customer experience, and then a little bit about the benefit of the platform itself. In the healthcare industry, surprisingly enough, AmerisourceBergen, Cardinal McKesson, we use the same type of end mile delivery model. We don't have our own fleets. It's a regional courier model. It's fairly fragmented in that they have technology, but it's not consistent across the base, across all the couriers. Some of it's better than others. And so the data that you get back, it's not real time. Often it's delayed by sometimes minutes. It can be hours. So the visibility in the network, knowing where something's at and being able to tell a customer information that they're looking for on their delivery. Our network runs within a very static SLA. So plus or minus 30 minutes from a time that we commit to a customer is what we're shooting for. Anything outside of that would be considered late. So they're expecting those shipments, and even more so now, they're kind of planning care, surgeries, chemotherapies, around when these drugs are going to arrive. Solution at the time was, it was coming end of life. It was something we deployed 10 years prior. It was really a central repository, if you want to think about. We've got couriers doing deliveries, tracking product through the network, similar like a UPS or FedEx. Some, again, have better capabilities than others, but they're sending us their data. We're aggregating it in a system that we have and trying to get a holistic view of how our network is running across multiple carrier partners, and then trying to feed that information to customers. Again, inconsistency about how quickly we're getting it and the insights that we're seeing. Real-time data. And so, but in this model that we have to be focused on the economics. So we can't afford a fleet. We can't go out and put our own fleet in business. So we have to use this model. So how do we make it work for us by leveraging technology? So the solution was, we're looking for something that provides scalability, something that's intuitive, something that allowed us to be able to put something in these drivers' hands that are independent contractors to a carrier that is close enough to what they're using today, but gives us a holistic view of what the network is, kind of harmonizes the data across the footprint of our courier partners. It makes it feel like a fleet, and consistency for our customers regardless of where they are in the US. The data, the experience that they get is the same for everybody. 30 carrier partners. So that's over 26,000 deliveries a day, 500,000 plus cartons a day that we're delivering through 215 depots or hub and spokes with over 6,000 drivers. Single platform, again, that allowed us to make this look consistent and standard with 24-hour data support, GPS tracking, so we're looking for real-time visibility, real-time tracking where that driver is, predictability of where they're going to be to the next stop. It was not going to be dramatically different than what was in the market today. So easy for drivers to handle, easy for drivers to navigate, easy for drivers to be able to learn and use. Something that gave us flexibility that as conditions change with our customers as far as expectations in the delivery, what kind of experience they were looking for, the data that we may need to provide for both regulatory security. We have DSCSA coming along with secure supply chain. You know, how do we want to leverage this data for those requirements? And then not all of our customer segments are the same and equal. So what they're looking for from us might be different. So we want something that allows us flexibility to interact with an independent or retail chain customer may be different than a long-term care or the government or a health system. So we had an integration 30 times. And every time we wanted to do something different, they had to improve or enhance their system. And then we had to regression test that 30 times. And then we'd have to go out and promote it. And put it into production. So not a sustainable integration when you're looking at the type of scale that we have. We looked at, should we build something and make it proprietary? Is there value in that? Is there some secret sauce that we would have that isn't in the market today that gives us an advantage over our competitors in the marketplace? Is there a solution that we could leverage that's available today? And so we looked at all of those options. And where we came back to was really not doing something proprietary, but really looking for something that we could buy off the market that met our needs today, gave us scalability moving forward, leveraging a SaaS solution that would allow us to take advantage of fast iteration and development cycles and be able to tap into that as delivery expectations and requirements changed. After an extensive process of about 2 years, kind of evaluating what our solutions are. We're a big company, we don't move fast. So we went through an extensive effort of figuring out what was the right solution for us. The nuVizz platform is what we chose. We've deployed it across our entire network. We probably did this at the absolute worst time. We started our deployment just before COVID hit. So our first market that we went to was our Seattle distribution site. We started with one courier depot out of the over 200 that we have. We had nuVizz support on site at that one local depot in Seattle. Our team stayed back remotely because of the COVID requirements. And what I think is key to take away from the platform itself and the way that we approach this, I talked about something that's intuitive, something that's easy to understand and easy to navigate. We deployed this application to those 6,000 plus drivers, 200 and some depots, 100% remote. This was what we've been able to do with this data now that we have GPS, real-time tracking, and the solution tracks deliveries very similar to like a UPS and FedEx. So you ship a package UPS, they do an origin scan and scan it. They scan it when it gets to their hub, it's scanned through the facility, it's scanned to the truck, driver goes to make their delivery, they walk up to your door, they scan it, you sign. This works exactly the same way. So from the time shipments leave our DC to the time they get to our customer, we're tracking every one of those packages all the way through. So at every point of the process, we can see exactly where a box is or a tote. We can see when is it scheduled to deliver versus when is it going to arrive based on the driver's GPS location. We do take into effect the traffic conditions. So nuVizz has some app or mapping software that looks at where is the driver in relationship to their route, what's the service time for each stop, and then calculates based on where the driver is, what's in front of them, and what traffic that they're going to experience, how much delay, or are they running early? And so we're able to push this every 10 minutes to our customers through our ordering platform where they interact with AB on a consistent basis. They do their ordering run reports. They can see at any time the status of their delivery. Are we early, late, or on time? So there's no need to call AmerisourceBergen customer care anymore. They can focus on the patient care, and not have to worry about calling customer care and waiting on the phone for their delivery. Again, intuitive, We've taken the data that we capture from this program itself. We run it through our EAP platform, use Power BI analytics. We push reports out to our sales team so they have visibility to what's going on in the network at all times. We're able to provide customers service level reports that we couldn't before as far as the performance of delivery and when they're getting product compared to what our promised time is. We're able to use the data and the analytics that we get from the platform to think about how we optimize our route from sustainability of the platform. It is mobile app, it is SaaS environment. We are able to export the data real time. Transactions come back to us in less than a minute. So when they're occurring in the field, call volume into customer care, asking for delivery statuses has dropped by 75% because of the platform itself. So it's allowed our customers to focus more on the patient care, which is the most important thing. And also gives us some scalability. A customer responds, we can ask a simple question like, were you happy with your delivery today? We get a yes or a no. When we get no's, then we know we need to follow up on the specifics to exactly what occurred there so that we can improve the customer experience. All of the driver or the customer can sign for deliveries on the app, just like you would a UPS Dyad device or a FedEx. We do archive those, so we're able to, and we get those back immediately. So if we have a customer that calls in and thinks that they're missing something in their order, this is integrated into our customer service platform. The customer service team can see what cartons were scanned at the point of delivery, what the customer signed for, who signed for it. And so we've seen a reduction also in these disputes of customer not thinking they got something. A lot of times they did receive it, somebody else picked it up and moved it, in order to use the product. And so we've seen a reduction in claims also.